Okay guys, so to create your keychain, first thing you should do is open a file by clicking here and make sure you're at 32 inches if you're not already, 18 tall, and that's the total workspace of the laser. Make sure this is RGB, it's going to make it easier, and make sure you have this with your name. You want this to be your name so we know whose file is what, so make sure you name it and get in a good habit of doing that anyway. And your keychain should not exceed 4 inches. So look right here. It should not exceed 4 inches. In fact, 4 inches is still pretty big. But it probably shouldn't be smaller than, say, 1.5 inches or 2 inches. So keep it about range bound between, I would say, 1.5 and 4 inches. So I'm going to make this 3 inches. And a good width is like 1.5 or 1.2. So this is a good size keychain. This is still pretty big actually. You could always get a tape measure from the front of the class and so you have an idea what it's going to look like or how big and measure it there. You definitely want to round your corners. Of course this could be any shape. If you want to try a different shape you can make hexagons right here. So you could have done this and you just change how many sides it has right here. So just bump this up to how many sides you want. And then once you round it the way you want, and if you, this one right here, I don't know that you can round this one, but anyway, once you have it settled, make sure you have a circle and put it pretty close to the edge, but not too close. So you don't want it like this close because it'll just break off. You also don't want it so far that like this, you won't be able to connect a ring to it. So leave about that room. If it looks oval like that, that's because your two numbers here for the circle are different. Go for a 1.15, 1.15, oops, 0.15. So 0.15 by 0.15, that's totally big enough to put a key ring through it. You can go a little bit bigger if you're planning on putting a couple things through it. I'm putting 0.25. That's about as big as you want it. And you want it in the middle. Don't guess where that is. It's really easy to do. Click on your object. And then once you're done clicking on the object, change your Y position, that's the up and down, to an even number. Right now it's 15,978. I'm going to change it to 16. Then change this to 16. And there we go. Now that's right in the middle. Um, and don't forget to put your name on it or whatever you want to say. And then I like to do the names separate. So what I'll do is go ahead and choose the font too right here. You guys probably already know how to do this. You could choose the font. Click this right here, this arrow, and move that. And then I could always just copy and paste this, copy and paste, and move this. And you can play around with it, make sure it's the way you want it, like that. And don't forget that this stuff right here, that your lines have to be red. So go here to red and put 255. And then the lines have to be hairline. Oops, I noticed I just did the text. Let me see if I can get that. I'm trying to select only the text. So let me turn that off right here. Let me put it back to black. There we go. And the black will engrave, the red will cut, and that'll be a good keychain right here. By the way, if you don't like the fonts that you have and you want to have like more like I have this one called Adelia. If you want to do that, all it takes is you to find look up fonts. So look up, you can put anything. You could put pretty font or cursive font or whatever you want. Or if you want a specific one, you could type in a specific one. And then go ahead and click one of these font sites. Look for one that you want and say, oh, I like this one. And then click download. and it's called Awesome. And I'm going to save it in my downloads, so I'm going to put save. And then all you have to do is wait for it to download here. I don't know why that one's taking so long. Usually it just takes 1 second. This is actually a long one. Must be a lot of font there. So I wait for it. And once it's done, you can click here and it should be done here. It looks like it's still going actually. It's verifying or something. That one's taking a long time, so I'm going to go to this one right here. That's a really fancy one and see how long that one takes. Save. That was really fast. That's usually how long it takes. They're usually much smaller. This is 13 megabytes. I don't know why it's so much. So I'm going to use the other one. Just click the folder so you can find it. And when you do that, it'll open up this like here. Just double click it. You don't even have to unzip it. And look for open type or true type. It doesn't matter which one. And just double click. It's going to have all the different sizes. Just click install. And a little install thing pops up. It popped up on my other screen. And now it's done. So this one's called Bestiga. So go here. And you can see that I can choose that one now. And it should be here, right there. So you can see it's there. All right, so once you're done and you want to save this, make sure you delete anything you're not using, and then say File, Save, and then save it to maybe your downloads or something, somewhere that you know you can find it. Save, and then you're going to send that file that you just saved in Google Classroom, and that's it.